Apple's annual iPhone event was jam-packed with announcements. Of course, we saw the new iPhone, well, multiple new iPhones. But in addition to the iPhone 13 lineup, we also saw the Apple Watch Series 7, but there's more. Here's everything Apple announced. The iPhone 13 is here, and while it looks pretty much identical to the iPhone 12, there are some key differences. Just like last year, there are 4 models: the iPhone 13, 13 mini, 13 Pro, and 13 Pro Max. This year, the iPhone's controversial notch has been slimmed down by about 20%, so you get a bit more screen real estate. The phones also come in a few new colors, like pink for the iPhone 13 and 13 mini, and a beautiful new Sierra blue for the Pro and Pro Max. Looks aside, the biggest differences from the iPhone 13 and last year's iPhone 12 are cameras, performance, and battery life. The iPhone 13 and 13 mini have an upgraded dual lens camera array, and the 13 Pro and Pro Max have 3 rear cameras, but many of the features are the same across all 4 models. Sensor shift optical image stabilization in each iPhone 13 will make low-light photos better, and a new cinematic mode brings portrait-style bokeh effect to your videos. The camera can automatically change focus when a subject walks into a frame, and you can also lock the focus on a subject. The effect can be changed afterward in editing, either on your phone or on your Mac. The 13 Pro can also shoot ProRes video, which is useful for creative professionals. Not surprisingly, the iPhone 13 Pro has a few extra features. A new 77mm telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom should be able to capture great images from far away. And Apple is also now baking in macro photography features for incredible close-ups with a minimum distance of 2 centimeters. The Pro iPhone 13 doesn't only have better cameras, it also has an upgraded Pro Motion display that can adapt from 10 to 120 Hz depending on what content you're viewing. This should translate to buttery smooth graphics, just like it does on the iPad Pro. All the iPhone 13 models run on Apple's A15 Bionic processor, which is its fastest chip in every single way. That chip also enables the new camera features, like cinematic mode. Perhaps most importantly, Apple has improved the battery life on all the iPhone 13 models. All 4 iPhones are available to pre-order this Friday, with sales starting September 24th. While the iPhone 13 was definitely the showstopper at Apple's California streaming event, we also saw 2 new iPads. Apple upgraded the cheapest base model iPad with better cameras, including support for the center stage feature we first saw on the iPad Pro, and a faster processor, the A13 Bionic. There's still a home button with Touch ID, and aside from the refreshed cameras, this looks to be an incremental upgrade. But the iPad mini got a full overhaul, and now it looks like a tiny iPad Air. Apple removed the home button and placed Touch ID in the tablet's power button on the side of the device, just like on the Air. The mini screen is now larger, at 8.3 inches, because the bezels are slimmer, which makes it feel larger than it is. The mini also runs on the A15 Bionic processor, the same as the one in the iPhone 13, so it should feel a whole lot faster too. And, importantly, Apple ditched the Lightning port for USB-C, which will make it easier to plug in peripherals for working on the go. Last but not least, Apple showed off the Apple Watch Series 7. It's not quite the redesigned watch we expected, but the screen is definitely larger. The Series 7 comes in 41mm and 45mm case sizes, with 40% slimmer bezels than the Series 6, and has new watch faces and a slightly bigger interface to take advantage of that screen real estate. One of the biggest issues with the Apple Watch has always been its battery life, which has remained unchanged since the first-gen watch. And while Apple hasn't managed to cram a bigger battery into the Series 7, it has dramatically improved its charging capabilities. The Series 7 can charge 33% faster than the Series 6 and can give you up to 8 hours of battery life in just 8 minutes of charging. There's also an improved S7 processor and some fresh workout features, like fall detection for cyclists. Apple hasn't announced a release date for the Series 7, but we expect to see it later this fall. That's a lot, right? As always, stay tuned to Gizmodo for full reviews of everything Apple.